Aloha everyone. So for this video, I'm gonna talk about our hotel experience. Um, Again, I have to mention I am not at all a professional YouTuber, so if this video doesn't look professional, that's why. So I don't know how to like editing and all that kind of stuff. Um, I'm making all these videos because I have a lot of questions and concern before our trip. So I figure I would make these videos and hopefully someone would find it helpful. So we booked our trip in April or March? April. So we booked everything then, and we were in Maui from August 5th to August 12th. So like 6 nights. So the first hotel that we're staying at, so we booked there for 6 nights, is the Aston Mahana in Kanapali. That's in like Lahaina. Um, so we were doing some research, and it seems like the place we just fell in love with the view. Um, so we decided to stay there. I When I go places, I always try to book direct. But when I try to look up, when I try to book directly with Aston Mahana, it was more expensive. So I ended up booking with Booking.com, and everything was great. I don't want to mention the price because I'm sure everyone has a different experience with prices because it also depends on the time that you book, I guess. So as the Mahana, we it, it's more like I guess like an apartment building, I guess, because they have options of you either pick a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. I don't know if they have a penthouse. I don't have an answer to that. So for us, it was just two of us. So I booked the studio, which is the cheapest option. So I figured we weren't gonna be in the room a lot. It was just two of us or whatever. So before booking, uh, it was a studio. So it's basically like you rent an apartment. And honestly, after being there and coming back, I feel really good about this place. It's not the best. If you want something fancy, maybe I would recommend like a resort, like a Hyatt or something. But if you want something fancy, this is not the place. Um, but if you want a view, if you want the view, this is the place for you. The the room is like all the rooms there are ocean view. You literally look out into the ocean. It's like ocean front. You can't be any more ocean front than this place. Um, so booking with this place, I messaged the establishment. I requested, could we please be on the highest floor? The higher, the better. And they said it's not guaranteed, but we'll try our best. So I'm like, okay. So upon arriving, it was a really nice vibe. It's like looked like a garden, like a really nice parking lot. I'm like, what the hell? So we didn't pick up our car until the next day. So we arrived in a taxi, which I already talked about in my previous video. So if you are interested in my flight experience, you can go check that out. So we got dropped off, we went in, we checked in, and everything was really fast. They asked to see the wristband. Um, did they ask to see the vaccination card? No, because we had our wristband already, so they didn't need to see the vaccination card. So checked in, and turned out were on the highest floor, which is the 12th floor. We came in. The view was okay. Let's talk about the room first. The room was just like an apartment, a studio apartment. The bathroom was really small. There's a little kitchen. They have a washer and dryer. They have a dishwashing machine. They have a stove, oven, a microwave, a fridge. So it's like a regular studio apartment, and the bedroom is carpeted. Um, and they have a whole glass door. And let me tell you, the view was incredible. We got to our hotel around like 5 o'clock, so the sun was about to set. And let me tell you, the sunset view made it all worth it. You look out and literally the ocean is right there. Um, you see the mountains, you see the other island. Oh my god, it was just so beautiful. I've never stayed at a hotel with a view like that. So for me, the view, you know, is a win-win. Is a winner for me. I didn't care about the room. It was clean, so that was all that I wanted. Um, let's talk about parking. So if you have a rental car, um, you just go down when you check in. They're gonna ask you have a car. We didn't have a car at the time, so they told us to come back when we get our cars, so they can give you a parking permit to put on the dashboard. There was plenty of parking, so that was never an issue. We never had an issue with parking. Um, for the pool, they have like a small pool. It went pretty deep. It went from 5 feet to 9 feet, so it's pretty deep. You can. It was a small pool, but we didn't spend much time at the pool, so that was fine. And they have a little hot tub that they call it the spa. So the pool hours was from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. I don't know. I think that they will open longer hours pre-COVID. So maybe because of COVID, they didn't open 24/7. I don't have the regular hours, but when we were there, it was 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. There was a capacity of people at the pool, but we never had a problem. It wasn't busy at all. Every time we wanted to use the pool, we could. Um, so we never have a problem. Every time I walked by, it was never busy. Um, for room service, they mentioned that this will be no room service, but if to you needed anything, you could always call them and they would be able to provide it, like towels, body wash shampoo, or anything at all. They would be able to provide it. So in the room, there are like plates, pots, and pans, spoons, silverwares, all that kind of stuff. Like if you need to cook, you can. We didn't. Let's talk about the beach. So when you so the hotel requires you to wear masks at all time unless you're in the pool or chilling at the pool, where you can like socially distance from other people. And then you go through the pool to go to the beach. They have chairs, but they say you cannot take the chairs to the beach. So the beach area is really small because the water is always high. It seems also there's a lot of corals and rocks there, so we didn't swim at that beach. But it seems like if you walk down a little bit to the left or the right, there's areas that people swim there. And guess what? It's like bigger beaches, and you can swim there, I guess. Also, I have to mention, we saw sea turtles from our balcony. It was amazing. They didn't really come in to shore, but you can see them swimming by the corals, by the shore, and we saw like multiple. Also, the sky at night with the stars. Oh my God, it was so amazing. We saw the Dipper, which, if you watch Moana, is Maui's hook. And I was really happy to see that. I tried to take a picture, but you know how you try to take a picture with your phone and it doesn't come out the same. So we just try to sit there and like absorb it. So the room is facing east, so you can only see the sunset. You don't see the sunrise. So when the sun is setting, the sun literally comes into like half of the room. So you have to pull out the curtain if you don't want to. So you can literally like tanning in your room. Cause anyway, location. We were really happy that we picked this place because it was so convenient. It's in Lahaina. So Front Street is like the tourist area. Front Street, that's where all the restaurants are and all the gift shops, and it was like 10-15 minutes drive from our hotel. So we were really pleased that we picked that location. um, I'm gonna talk about our food experience in a separate video, so if you're interested, just go to my channel and find that video. um, Again, I'm not a professional, so I don't know how to like link stuff like other people. Um, so also, the hotel, if you walk like 5 minutes, it's literally right next to a food truck area. So the food truck areas operate from 4 to 9. Some food trucks open a little later, 4:30, and close a little later. Um, so they have Vietnamese, they have Thai, they have Mexican, they have taco, they have barbecue, all sort of stuff. And for me, I ate at the Vietnamese food truck. The wait was so long. Every time I ate there twice, and every time they told everyone it was a 45 to an hour wait. But let me tell you, the food was really good. I didn't have the soup. I'm going to talk about my food experience in a separate video. So if you're interested, just go find that video. So it was like 5 minutes walk to the food truck. You can also drive. It's a parking lot at the food truck. Across the street, there is a grocery store. It's very small, so it doesn't have everything. It's called Tams. It doesn't have everything, and the way it's laid out is so weird. It's so random. The beach towels were near the the produce. It was really random. It's like the most random layout ever. Um, so, like I said, Front Street was 15 minutes away, and you can just drive to Front Street, and that's where all the restaurants are. And I will talk about it in a separate video. Car rental. So we booked our car rental with Hertz, and it's located at the Hyatt, which is 10 minutes down the street from us. 10 minutes, yeah, not even. So we took an Uber there. Let me tell you, it was super confusing to find a Hertz in Hyatt. You go in there, everyone was busy, so when you try to ask like where Hertz at, they just like pointed out, and we were like, what the hell? We couldn't find it. And turns out, when you walk into Hyatt, you see the check-in table over there, and you literally walk around the corner, and Hertz had like a little corner that like they don't even have a sign or anything. It was 2 tables in the corner, like it's hidden or something. It's really weird. We had to walk around like 3 times to find it. So you go in there, you check in the car, and they give you a key and tell you to go get the car yourself, or you can pay the valet $5, and they will get you the car. So we were like, whatever, it's close by, so we would just walk. Um, Here's another thing that I want you to know. If they ask you if you want to prepay for the gas, go for it. I didn't. I made a mistake. I said I'll fill the gas myself. But if you prepay for the gas, it's cheaper. They only charge. When we were there, the gas was at $4.09 a gallon for regular gas. But if you prepay, it was $3 something that Earth's charge. If you don't prepay and you don't fill up the gas, they're gonna charge you $5 something per gallon. So go with the prepay. I made a mistake. I didn't do it. So here's a tip for you: pay for the prepay gas. Okay, so if you're picking up your car at Herbs, and here's a trick. We got lost. We walked around trying to find the parking lot for the car rental, but we couldn't find a car. We were circling around for like 20, 30 minutes. And then turns out the parking lot, so you walked out, there was a parking lot to the right, across the street. So you walk over there, they will tell you the slot number, and then you find the car. It was very easy to find, but we was stupid, and we couldn't find it. So we got the car, no problem. It was like a basic car. We didn't get anything fancy. So we're like a basic car. It seems like they didn't really care much about the car because they didn't come to check the car with us. You know how you rent a car, they always walk the car, like, okay, you see any dents or scratches? They didn't do any of that, so I'm just like, okay, you don't care about the car. But it was like the most basic car ever, but it worked for us, whatever. It's a small Nissan. So that was that. Again, about the gas, I was like, okay, my plan was we'll get gas before we got to the airport because we were gonna return the car at the airport. So I was told that there's a gas station nearby, which there was, but we missed it. We just drove right through, and when we saw it, it was too late already. So I'm like, whatever, let them just charge me. So, and returning the car at the airport was really easy. You got to the airport, you just follow the signs, and you follow the signs. They take you into the garage, and you follow the signs for Earth. You pull in, you literally just pull in, give them the key, and make sure you say the slip that they give you when you pick up the car, because they do ask for it back. And I told him, like, hey, I didn't fill up the gas, so just go ahead and fill it up and charge to my credit card. And the girl was like, look around the car, and like, oh, you go good. She looked around for like 2 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 seconds. And she was like, okay, you good. And then we took the train to the airport. That was it. Very simple. The second hotel that we stay at was the Hana Maui Resort in Hana Town. So we did the road to Hana, which I will make a separate video for that as well. So if you're interested in my experience, go ahead and find that video and check it out for some tips that I learned myself. So the Hana Maui Resort, it was part of the Hyatt. So check-in time was really early. I forgot to mention the Aston Mahana check-in time was not until 4 o'clock, but we didn't get there until like 5 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hana Maui Resort check-in time was earlier. It was 10 a.m., but we did the road to Hana, so we didn't get there until like 5, 6 o'clock or something. It was really late. So check-in time, we booked the bungalow. We try to be fancy, whatever. It was a one-night thing, so we wanted to be fancy. So we booked our bungalow. We checked in. Everyone was really nice. They took us in the little golf cart, and we had a reservation at the Hana Ranch restaurant, which is part of the resort. But you need to make a reservation. I'm going to talk about that food experience in the food video. So she took us to our bungalow. We came in. It was so nice. The room was huge. Again, one of my concern about the room was there was no AC. I don't know if regular room they have AC, but for the bungalows they don't have ACs. So I requested a fan just in case it gets hot. But so when we walked into the hotel room, the bungalow, it was really nice. We have our own private deck, and when you go out to the deck, um, you look out, you see the ocean, and to the side there's your pool. Um, the pool was 24/7, so you can swim anytime you want. Super super nice pool, big, very, very fancy. It was worth the money. The room was worth the money as well. It was really nice. It was not hot at all at night. So I requested a fan. So they brought a fan in there, but in the closet there were already two fans. So we had a total of three fans, and we make sure to put them all out. And it was a ceiling fan as well. And actually, to be honest, I got a little cold at night. Not gonna lie. Yeah, because it's really cold at night. During the day it was hot, but it's not like humid at all. Because it was windy. The sun was really strong, so it was hot if you're in the sun, but it wasn't bad. From where we're from, it's really humid, so that was fine. So we slept with the fan on. Great experience. We swam at night. It was just us at one point, and maybe there was another couple at one point, but the pool was really big. You can walk to the pool from the hotel, from from your bungalow. It was really nice. They have like tennis courts, basketball courts, uh, all that sort of stuff. So that was amazing. We woke up early. We woke up at 5:45. The sunrise was at 5 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. So we woke up at 5:45 to walk down to the beach to watch the sunrise, and it was so amazing. We got some really nice pictures. Um, when you check in, they greet you with a lei, like a necklace, like on a Hawaiian necklace, like not fresh flowers, just the necklace, and gave you some lily koi juice, and it was really cool. So that is our hotel's experience. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I will answer every questions as much as I can. Also, if you're interested in more contents like food and activities that we did, check out my other videos, and I will talk about those and that. Thank you very much for watching. Mahalo.